Hello, today I am with you with the um, Unit 4 of the notch3a preview. Reading for pleasure, reading for be happy. Novels. Novels are some books. It's a story, but it's not real. Hemingway's executes novels with very high value. It have high value. And novel said, read and read it by million. Mysterious. It's some kind of book or movie that you can understand it very well. It have very mystery, and it is very mysterious. Who killed Charles? McCarthy at school, and why? Detective Sherlock Holmes tries to solve another case. Solve means when you find a solution for something, you want to solve it. Thrillers, to go and identify. A contemporary thriller that will have you on edge. Use it. Contemporary something is for now. It's modern, something modern. And thriller is very exciting. Science fiction means it's not real, but it's science, but that science is not real. A strange object is found on the moon, but who put it there? Arthur Clarke's masterpiece. Masterpiece means a work is very good. And short stories, it's sure beautiful short stories by the world's greatest and most beloved writers. And in the line of here, biographics means the story of someone's life. Here, right, the true story of amazing woman who inspired a million. Autobiographies, it means in two, but the writer, it's about the writer's life. In Helen Claire's own words, her unforgettable story. Unforgettable, you can't forget it. Travel. The story of a travel of someone. A must read for real travels, or even those who just dream about traveling. Memorize. Memorize something you are that you hear that before, you memorize that and you know that now. The true story of writer Frank McCourt's surprising and funny experience as a teacher in New York. Experience means something you do that before and you know it. Self-help. Want to get rich? Brain Kotler shows you how. Self-help means the books are helping people to do something. The photo story. It's about two people. They meet. They're in a library, something like library. Hi Sophie, I never run into you here before. Run into you means meeting someone without plan. Lynn, good to see you. Looking for anything special? No, I'm just browsing. Browse means searching. How about you? I'm just picking up some gardening magazines for my mom. Gardening magazine, some magazines are self-help and to show you what you can, what you must do for a garden. Excuse me. She can't get enough of them. So anything interesting? It's okay. This one doesn't look bad. It's a biography of Helen Keller. What about you? Are you reading anything good this day? Well, I've got a new mystery on my table, but I can't seem to get into it. I guess mysteries just aren't my thing. That I don't like that. I know what you mean. They put me to sleep. It means if I read that, I will be sleepy and will sleep. Well, you are a big reader. I wondered if you could recommend something for me. Recommend. Can you recommend some book to me? Have you read the new John Grisham thriller? No, I haven't. I didn't know he had a new book out. Well, I can't put it down. It's a real picture. Picture means something. If you read one of the page, you will read all of that. Interesting. No, it's interesting book. Thanks for the tip. Do you think I could borrow it when you are done with it? Of course. If you can wait till the end of the week, I'll be happy to lend it to you. It means, can you give it? Can you lend it to me? It means after at end of the week, I will give it to you on the weekends. The grammar part. Okay, grammar. I will teach for you. Here. Noun clauses. A noun clause is a group of words that function as a noun. They are short noun. A noun clauses can be introduced by that, and often functions as a direct object of a mental activity verbs. Like, I didn't know that he wrote that book. I think that Jonto Diaz's novels are fantastic. She forgot that Andrew Morton wrote biographies. Here we have 4-part grammars, and I will say tens in this part, or 15. Okay, like I think that Amir bought a new. I think that Amir bought a new bicycle. I forgot that to buy yogurt. I forgot. I will. No. I know that Amir write a new book. I didn't know that Amir bought a bicycle. I don't think that my phone is charged. I don't think I don't know that that Amir fix his monitor. I forgot that to come for lunch. I agree that to buy a new car. I hear that Amir wants to give a present to Amir Mahdi. I didn't know. I hope he buy a new car. I guess he wants to buy a new phone. I know he wants marry. I know that he will marry. Excuse me. I guess that Amir wants to buy a new phone. I forgot that in some of that. Excuse me. I feel that it's good to buy a new phone. I said 15, and the second, when a noun clauses function as a direct object that maybe omitted. Like, I didn't know he wrote that books. It don't have a lot of difference with the first grammar. It just don't have the I don't say don't have the that. Like I said, I hope Amir buy a new car. I hope that Amir buy a new car. And here I can say I hope Amir wants to buy a new car. Like, I believe that Amir is a good boy. But in the after, I believe that Amir is a good boy. But now I said I believe Amir is a good boy. Here, I said to you, I understand you want write a new book. I remember you was once to read the book. I think Amir can read this book in a week because it's really good. I think that this book is I think this book is very well. In short answer, use so to replace a noun clauses after the verb think, believe, guess, and hope. Does Stephen King have a new book out? I think so. I believe so. I guess so. I hope so. Just choose think, believe, guess, hope. You can say it, and after that use so. Like, how can I say? Does Amir want buy a new car? I believe so. I hope so. I think so. Like, does Diaz wants write a new novel? Write a new novels. You said I think so. I believe so. I guess so. I hope so. You can say this way, and that, and the like. How can I say? Does Amir want read this book? I think so. I guess so, and it's the last grammar. Other clauses with that often follow 13th predicts adjectives, the words that can be omitted. We are both disappointed that his new book isn't very good. And just here we have, I show you. Here we have some adjective, just it. And here I'm surprised that we are surprised that the ending was sad. You can use that here, but in other words you cannot. Like, I am happy that he will read a new book. I will, or I'm sure he wants write a new book. I'm surprised if he that the ending was sad. That's the ending was good, and it finished. After that, paging, second grammar. Okay, the new grammar. Noun clauses, about noun clauses, embedded question. Noun clauses sometimes include embedded question. Use if or whether to being embedded. Yes, no question. If and whether have the same meaning. Like, is that magazine any good? It's mean, are it good? Tell me if that magazine is any good. They are same, like almost the same. Did he like the article? I'd like to know whether he liked the article. Okay, I will say the work. Like, did he bought a new car? Did he bought a new car? I'd like to know whether he bought a car. Or have he finished the book? Could you tell me whether he have finished the book? Yeah. I was wondering if you speak English, or do you know if she speak English, or could you please tell me if is she hot, if is she good, and it's it tell me if it's good, or what is his size, what is his size, would you would you be so kind to tell me his size? Do you wanna or how can I say, do you know English? Tell me if you know English, or can you speak English, or tell me, would you be so kind to tell me he can speak English, or can he borrow your brochure? I was wonder if he could borrow your brush. And tense. It was 10. And the second grammar. Use a question word to be embedded information question. Like, what is the article about? Tell me what the article is about. Or, why did he decided to read it? Could you tell me why you decided to read it? There are change between two things. We have what is the article, and here we have what the articles. We have why did you decide to read, but we will the did will go, and we said why did you decided to read it, and why did Amir decided to buy a car, or would you be so kind to tell me why he bought a car, why he decided buy a car, or who recommends the art, who recommends this book, or do you know who recommends the book? And what can I say? Who said to buy this book? Who said to buy this book? Do you know who said to buy this book? This book. I can say any example. Just finish. And the after the vocabulary. First, I will read it for you, and curl up with a book. Read aloud to someone. Listen to audiobook. Do a puzzle. Read articles online. Skim through a newspaper. Read electronics books. Curl up with a book means go asleep and be in a situation and read. Read aloud means read with loud sounds, not slow and just something you can hear. Like read a book for a child. Listen to audiobooks Means you can see him. He have a headphone. Someone's before read that book and he records his voice, and you can hear that voice. Do puzzle. You know what puzzle means? To do puzzle, it's easy. Read article online means read article online. Article is something about your something you study, about your lessons. It means to read a newspaper, read electronic book, e-books. E-books it's the little of electronic. Electronic some books is on your phone. The reading, comics, treasure. Trash means something you don't need it. It's dirty, or dirty something is good and it's not dirty. In Japan, you know as manga. Manga don't have a meaning. Manga. In Latin America, historics or historicals coruscants. They called comics in the countries. In Italy, fumetti. Some people call them graphic novel. But no matter what you call them, comics are favorite source of reading pleasure for millions in many parts of the world. In case means if you are wondering how popular they are, the best-selling comic in the U.S. sells about 4.5 million copies a year. Mexico's comic titles sell over 7 million copies a week, but Japan is by far the leading publisher. Publisher means someone you give your book to copy it of comics in the world. Manga accounts for nearly 40 published in Japan each year. Ever since comics first appeared, there have been people who have excuse me, I have a problem. Please excuse me. Who have criticized? Criticize means judging someone, something or something. Them in the 94th and 5th, many people believe that comics were immoral. Immoral means something bad, it's not good, the people don't love that, and that they caused by behavior among young people. Even today, many question whether young people should read them at all. They argue that reading comics encourages bad reading habits. In more recent years, some comics have been criticized for including violence and sexual context. There is no something good. On the other hand, some educators see comics as a way to get teenagers to choose reading instead of television than video game, and become of the arts. A number of educators have argued that comics are a great way to get children to think creatively. Some recent research has suggested that the combinations of visuals and text in comics may be one reason young people handle computers and related software so easily. In many places, comics have been a convenient way to communicate social or political information. For example, in the 1990s, 1990s, comics were used by Brazilian Hearst Maruti to communicate. And information about AIDS in Japan. In Japan, the education's ministry calls comics a part of Japan's national culture, recognized and highly regards abroad. Comics are increasingly being used additional purpose, and many publishers there see them as of a useful way to teaching history and other subjects. No matter how you view them, comics remains you quality pleasure. Source: Associate Press, Warner News Service, Prayer News. Source means a tank of something where you find it's from. And the lesson 4 is finished. Goodbye.